All right, guys, this is Nikolai from Global Seafoods North America. Today we're here with, once again, our Bubba Gump edition, the Forrest Gump edition. We're going to make you some shrimps. Here's our shrimps. These are wild Mexican shrimps caught off the coast of the Sea of Cortez. We've already peeled these. We used one of our peelers that we showed in the previous video. We're going to make today a Cajun dish. Okay, we're going to go down to Louisiana, y'all. We're going to do a Cajun dish. This one's a little more complicated than the last one. As you can see, we have a lot more ingredients. And we're going to go piece by piece. You got some honey. We have heavy cream. We have red pepper flakes, hot sauce, mustard powder. We have a Cajun mix, cayenne pepper. We have a tomato pepper blend. We have our chicken stock. We have butter, cheddar jack cheese, brown sugar, some cilantro, limes, and we have flour, red bell pepper. We got some garlic, and we have olive oil. So let's get cooking. Let's put it all together. So our first step is we're going to take this Rotel diced tomatoes and hatch chilies. We're going to open the can. We're going to drain it into a bowl because we're still going to use the juices in a separate step in the process. So this is kind of our first step. Obviously, we've also just going to squeeze it out in there. There's not going to be a lot of it, but this is going to be a separate part of the process here. We've also already diced up our bell peppers, and we've minced our garlic. Gonna squeeze it out. Okay. Maybe get a little more out of it. Let's see if we can. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. So we got that. We've drained it. Then we're going to move on to our next step. We got our bowl. We're going to add a bunch of ingredients in this to make the sauce. We're going to take our chicken broth. Always use low sodium because you can always add more salt if you really want to. You can't really take out the salt. So here's our chicken broth. We're going to throw this guy out. Here we go. Next, we're going to take some heavy cream, about 3/4 of a cup. Let's mix it together. Make sure sometimes it separates. I'm going to mix that in there, about 3/4 of a cup. There we go. I'm not going to throw this over my shoulder because it still has heavy cream in it. Next, we're going to take some honey. Really get it in there. Give it the shake. Give it the shake. Or not. Give it the shake. We're going to take some honey. We're going to get about tablespoons in there. Not too much. We're not trying to make it too sweet. Then we have our hot sauce. Booyah. We have Cajun Creole seasoning. Now, people tend to think that Cajun Creole is the same thing. It is not. Oh, get that in there. Cajun is actually more in reference to Caribbean cooking. Creole actually comes from French colonists that were living up in Canada when Canada was taken over by the British. They moved down to what was left of French territory. That was Louisiana. That's Creole cooking. Next, we have cayenne pepper. Gonna make this spicy, y'all. Get that in there. Excellent. We got that. We got some mustard. Whoop, ground mustard. Okay. Okay, we got that. Once again, this is Cajun Creole. Guys, don't be scared of a little extra flavor. We got some red pepper crushed. Get that in there. We're going to add some of this brown sugar in there. Okay. We're going to mix it up. We're going to get a whisk. Whisk it up in there, y'all. This is going to make our sauce. You want to do this all before you do anything else. Otherwise, you're going to be racing the heat. All right, here we go. We got a Cajun Creole seasoning. This is mostly Cajun. This is not Creole. We've talked about this. It's different. So we're just going to season. I'm going to take this thing off. This is in the way. We are going to season the living crap out of our shrimp. Okay? This is Cajun cooking, guys. This ain't British cooking. We got flavor, okay? We're not going to give you some bland stuff, Okay, that's not even enough. Oh my gosh, we need more. Oh, okay. We really got to get the flavor in there, guys. So don't skimp on the seasoning, y'all. Okay. And even that may not be enough, so we're going to add some more. We're going to even add more to that. Okay. We're just going to be generous on the flavor. All right. For those of you who do not like spicy, this is going to be spicier. Okay. You can obviously add less peppers. You can add less cayenne. You can add less Cajun, replace it with something else. But it's not going to be the same. We want some spiciness. We want some heat in our life. We just want to feel the hot of the South. All right. That's good to go. We start the fire. Fire's on hot. Heat up your skillet. We talk about this all the time. Don't throw food on a cold skillet. Let it heat up. You have the time for quality. Don't short yourself. Okay? All right, first step. Got the heated pan. We're going to take our red peppers, throw them on there, give them a sizzle. Next step, we're going to take our shrimps. Take them, grab them, use your hands, throw them in there, give them the sizzle. Okay. You're going to let them fry up on there for a few minutes each side. You don't want to cook it all the way through because we are going to then create a sauce for this and it will cook together with the sauce. So you see it's blue on one side. Once you've cooked them, they will start turning red. We're going to start flipping these guys over. Get them to evenly cook. Going from blue to red. All right, look at those. Those are beautiful. They're frying on the pan. The peppers are frying on there. So we're going to let it sit for maybe another minute, but we're going to take it off the flame, and then we're going to make the sauce. We're going to show you the sauce. All right, we have a separate pan here. We're going to take the juices we took from the tomato and pepper mix, and we're going to add it in first and foremost. I'm just going to let that kind of blanch on there. We're going to use a spatula to make sure it's mixed. That way, anything that gets on the bottom of this pan gets taken up, because that there, ladies and gentlemen, that there is flavor. Do not let it sit and just stick to the bottom. You want to mix that up. It's going to make it beautiful. Right. Here we go. We're going to stick about 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter. Let that melt. And we're going to throw in the garlic at this point. Let that sizzle. Let the garlic melt. Okay, make sure you're scraping the bottom again, guys. All that flavor from those juices, if it sticks to the bottom, it's a waste. Don't waste flavor. Flavor's your friend. It's there for you at the hardest times. So don't make it go away. We have butter, garlic, and we have the juices from the tomato and pepper mix. We're going to take about 3 spoons of flour. Okay. I'm going to mix it into there. One more. Actually, one more. There we go. Okay, so once again, we're going to take that spatula. We're going to let that mix in. Mix it in for about 2 minutes until you can't smell the flour anymore, until there's no flour. It's going to create kind of like a paste here. Okay, this is known as a roux. Some people actually make roux ahead of time. It's a pretty smart idea. If you make Cajun style cooking often, you can make a roux and you can hold it in your fridge for a while. Once again, make sure, see the bottom here? See all that on the bottom? You guys see that? That's flavor. Don't let that go to waste. Okay? So you guys see this roux? You see this roux starting to bubble? It's ready to go. Okay? Don't let it burn. So we're going to take our mix here. We're going to add it a little bit at a time. Okay? And we're going to mix the roux into that. A little bit at a time. Don't get greedy. Don't rush. Okay? Look at that. It's trying to make that sauce. It's going to get saucy. We're going to add some more. Keep mixing. Keep mixing. You don't want to add too much at a time because then you're just going to get a soup. You don't want a soup. You want a sauce. Mix it with the roux. That's where it's going to get thick. All right. It is boiling. We are going to reduce it to a simmer. All right. Once it's boiling, reduce it to a simmer. You can see that this is creating nice thick sauce, how it comes off of the spatula. It's not a soup. Okay, make sure you get the bottom. There's going to be a lot of flavor that sits there. All right, now that we got a nice simmer, we're going to add the tomatoes and the peppers from the can. If they decide to actually come out, we're going to grab a spoon, add them right in there. Woo! Try not to get burnt by your own sauce. Don't let the sauce eat you, you eat the sauce. There we go. We're going to mix that in. We're going to let that simmer for about 10 minutes. This way you get all the flavors to meld together and mix up, and this is going to be beautiful. All right, here we are. We have kept this on a light little simmer. It's reduced a little bit. It's gotten nice and thick, as you can see. It's coming down. Not too thick. It's not like a full-on like potato soup or something like that, but it's thickened. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to take our cheddar jack cheese. I'm going to use about 3/4 of a cup. We're going to sprinkle a little bit at a time, okay? And we're going to reduce the flame to low. And we're going to mix that in a little bit at a time. A little bit right there. We're going to mix some more. We're going to keep doing this until we got the whole 3/4 of a cup mixed into our sauce. All right, now that we've added our cheese, you see it thickened a little bit more. Now we are going to add in our shrimps with the peppers. I'm going to take this pan, take that spatula, and just set them all in there. Ooh, we lost one. Man overboard. Get it all in there. Okay, get them all in there. Try to scrape as much from the bottom of the pan. Because you got extra oils and extra flavors and extra juices. You gotta get all of that. Okay, we're gonna mix this into the sauce. Get it all up in there. Mix it in. We're gonna make sure it's nice and covered, and then we're gonna take our limes. We're gonna add lime juice to this. Okay, just really squeeze out half a lime. I like more, so I'm gonna add even a second half of the lime because we got quite a bit of sauce here. We got quite a bit of shrimp. Okay, make sure you use your strong grip and squeeze all the juices. Okay, you're gonna mix that into your dish, and you're gonna let this. And our last step, turn off the flame. We're gonna add some cilantro on top and into all of this. Give a little bit of green, give a little bit of extra flavor. We're gonna mix that in a little bit. Okay, get that all in there. And look at that. We have our Cajun shrimp. Let's see how it tastes. All right, so we got our Cajun shrimps. Here they are. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. It's in its sauce. It's all ready to go. Now this is going to be a little spicier, so be ready for that. If you don't like spice, this may not be for you. If you are lactose intolerant, then obviously this is not going to be for you because we added quite a bit of butter, heavy whipping cream, and cheese. But we're going to give this a taste. This guy looks beautiful right here. Look at that. All in that sauce. We're just going to get that sauce in there. Cover it up. Cover up that sauce. Let them emerge like Godzilla from the sea. And here we go. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, woo! That hit me. It's delicious. Spicy. Mmm. So much flavor. The good thing though is it doesn't overpower the shrimp. You can still taste the sweetness of the shrimp, but it's really tasty. But yeah, a little bit of that spice hit me a little bit harder than I expected at first. Obviously, I'm a white man from the Pacific Northwest, so I'm not used to spice. But I do like spicy. So this is super delicious. Was a little more involved, a little more complicated, but I suggest it. This is really good. So once again, if you like these videos, like and follow and share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.